Okay, so kind of like I was hinting at earlier in the car, just because your rear delts are kind of a small muscle and you don't want to hurt yourself by going too heavy, doesn't mean that you shouldn't go as heavy as you can, right? Now, I understand that that could kind of cause some confusion. When I say as heavy as you can, I mean within the constraints of being able to do a good set, right? Obviously, if I tried to go as heavy as I could with dumbbell curls, then I would just try to do as much weight as I could for one rep, probably rip both biceps off, have a pretty bad time. But in the constraint of trying to go as heavy as I can for 8 reps, for 9 reps, then I think that's about the weights that you should be using. You know, when people talk about reps or they write out a workout and it says like 3 sets of dumbbell curls for 12 reps, I think people kind of forget the fact that you still have to make those sets really hard. Like for me to do a set of dumbbell curls with the 30s for 10 reps and have like another 20 reps in the tank versus a set with the 60s for 10 reps and have that pretty much be failure. I mean, for me, it seems pretty obvious. Which set do you think is better? Basic just go as heavy as you can for reps. Add weight if necessary. Okay. Let's just spam these for a while. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of overall load on the rear delts, I really don't know a movement that can beat this. I mean, I can get a good squeeze, and I can lift a pretty good amount of weight with like reverse pec deck or bent over lateral raises. But I think if I had to pick one movement for rear delts in perpetuity, I think this would be it. Now, it wouldn't be difficult for me to use a lot of traps and for me to use a lot of forearms and biceps while I do these reps, you know? And then I wouldn't really be working so much rear delts. I'd just be doing sort of my upper body, upper back, just doing an upper back row, right? So as I'm doing these, I'm really trying to focus on keeping my shoulders in the same position, right? So I'll kind of bend over a little bit. Even though I'm moving my arms like this, the center of my shoulder, you know, where my shoulder joint is sort of locked in position, I don't want that to move at all. Because when your shoulder moves back and forth like this, that's when you're getting a lot of trap activation. So I'm trying to keep my shoulders in the exact same spot, and I'm not trying to pull with my hands, right? When you think about pulling with your hands, I feel like I end up working a ton of forearms and biceps. I'm almost trying to imagine like just sending enough signals to my fingers to hold onto the weight. Honestly, I should probably be using straps. That might make this a little better, but I don't know if I really need to. But I'm trying to just hold onto my weight, like use my fingers as hooks, and I'm not even really imagining pulling the weight towards my face. If I were to kind of close my eyes, I'm kind of imagining that my whole arm is allowed to move free, and I'm just doing a movement like this, right? But since my hands are holding onto the handle, then that movement like this, which I'm kind of imagining, is turning in to this. Get it? So I really like this, but you have to be able to keep your forearms, biceps, and traps out of the equation. Let's do a few more. Okay. Yeah, a few more. Okay. Two more. Good.